all of us cannot be in government. Just fight for your right. Just fight for your right. And you'll have a better country.
Ladies and gentlemen, where exactly is Governor James Orengo? What is he up to? Of late, so many bloggers have come out to give various reasons as to why the governor is missing. Others have said he's sick. Others have also said he has resigned. In fact, going ahead to even leak a letter showing that he has resigned and it's addressed to the Siaya County. Ladies and gentlemen, also others are saying that he was poisoned. Probably some also suggesting he's also abroad somewhere. But what are the actual reasons as to why Governor James Orengo is missing from the public limelight? On this particular video, that is what I want to take you through, but I also want to inform you that I don't rule out all these other options or maybe reasons that have been given out by other bloggers. But on my side, I feel strongly that the ones I'm going to give here are the likely reasons as to why Governor James Orengo is missing. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, kindly feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for supporting me up to the 11,700 subscription mark. Now we are now going to proceed to 12,000. Please feel free to be part of the journey. As we're heading to 20,000, kindly make sure that you subscribe. Share my videos whenever you can. Let me dive into this topic without much wasting of time. Ladies and gentlemen, my first reason in my list is that Governor James Agribo Orengo could be unwell. Recently, we had the MP of Nyali, that is Mohamed Ali, saying that he was sick, he underwent surgeries, and he has been out of the country for quite some time. About 6 months, not less than 6 months. That is a clear indication that health comes first. If Governor Orengo is unwell, he is actually allowed to be outside the country to whichever extent of time, just to ensure that he is well, because health comes first. Number two, I am also having a feeling that Governor James Orengo is also taking a break from the mistake that he made. Someone could be asking, what kind of a mistake? James Orengo made a mistake in State House by telling President William Ruto, begging actually President William Ruto to come and rescue Siaya through development projects.
Please come to our aid in transforming Siaya.
He was simply telling William Ruto that please bring us development projects in Siaya. The same Governor Orengo, he was also saying at some point before he went to State House that everyone in this country is entitled to have development projects regardless of the political faction it comes from.
Please, when you have something being brought to Siaya, it is a matter of right. It is not you are being given, it's a matter of right. It's a matter of right. And I cry.
And he also actually stated categorically that every Kenyan is paying taxes. So therefore, it's every right for every Kenyan to get development projects without kneeling to the president. Now, it was a big mistake to go contrary to his sentiments and go and tell the president right in State House that bring us development projects in Siaya. So he went silent to basically try to manage such kind of a disappointment to himself, not even to the public, to himself first. So when he takes a break, at least it will allow him to come freshly and be able to articulate issues the way he used to do before. Another reason that I want to state here is intimidation. As we speak today, if there's the greatest threat that James Orengo has been facing, sorry for the kid that is crying, if there's the greatest enemy or maybe in form of intimidation that Governor James Orengo has been receiving, it is about the impeachment. And let me tell you, the grounds for impeachment are there. Because all these governors in the country have been stealing. You know them. Now, if you look at what is happening in Siaya County, let me first take you back slightly to the beginning of their term. The governor of Siaya County, James Orengo, and his deputy are not seeing eye to eye. One of them is out of office, but is still employed by law. They are not working together. We remember the governor actually the deputy governor at some point, he was even forwarded to the Senate for impeachment. And even came out and gave the reasons as to why he was to be impeached. And it was realized that James Orengo withdrew a lot of money within a short time, which is not known what it was going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we could not just rule out that. But then they were powerful. Raila Amolo Odinga was in his side. But now Raila Amolo Odinga is not there. And is with William Ruto. and is opposing William Ruto as well. So the fact remains that Governor Orengo must also panic in the sense that he can be impeached at any point. Because if the allegations that were made by the DG are right, then probably Governor James Orengo, intimidation of impeachment and corruption allegations can lead to his silence. Ladies and gentlemen, the other thing here, it is strategy. In Kenya, we have reached a point where most of these governors or leaders, politicians generally, disappear first, do some things, then come up again. It's a form of what we call rejuvenation. We've seen Rigathi Gachagua in the US, not seriously available locally, but that absence that is creating here, it's very important in the sense that it allows people to first miss him, to feel his essence, and most importantly, to also give him some energy to come and again rock in the Kenyan politics. I suppose also that could be a strategy that is laid by James Orengo, in the sense that is that now we are having 2-term, 1-term factions where people are going to give their stance. For James Orengo to make sense, he first has to disappear also, come back later on and make his maybe statement. Let me tell you, if he comes today after everyone has said he's missing, and then he holds a press conference, the entire country will be listening on what he has to say. So that is also crucial, politically speaking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another thing that I have to say here, most of these governors that we have in the seats, in their respective seats, they have the tendency of going abroad. I remember one time when we had the governor of Machakos by then, Alfred Mutua, missing from the county government almost a month plus. And the Wiper party leader actually had to come out and call him to come back to the country, or else they do something that they even recall him or something like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a tendency of these governors to behave that way. Disappear from the country, go outside, spend money, spend time, and then later on come to the country. It could be outside on various capacities. One, as an individual, because he would like to have a vacation with his family, time, enjoy himself, relax a bit from the Kenyan politics. He could also be there for official duties, looking for investors, money, and other things. Ladies and gentlemen, those are reasons that could make these people get out of the country. So James Orengo is also a human being and a governor as well. So he can either take any of the options and go to outside the country and do his things. But I can also not rule it out that he could be in Kenya, somewhere relaxed, just saying that I don't want to engage in anything to do with politics, just to relax, have time with his family, and probably focus on something that he probably felt like he was losing focus on. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the reasons as to why I feel Governor James Orengo is missing. But also, I cannot also finish this video without saying this. Governor James Orengo is a very key politician in this country, and Kenyans have great hope in him. Now, all these times he has been in power ever since William Ruto got into office, he has been opposing the way things have been happening. In the scenario where all these things that are being said by other bloggers, like now poisoning, things like resignation, if all those things happen, the first person to suffer here is Raila Amolo Odinga, in the sense that they'll take him to have been the person who will probably caused Orengo to be in such a situation like that is happening right now. But I don't want to say that Raila Amolo Odinga is responsible for his anything. No. But we are simply saying that as we speak today, James Orengo has to be safe, healthier, and alive. I don't know what is your take, ladies and gentlemen, but on the comment section, you can feel free to share with me what you think, because that is what that enables me to grow here as Mukwa Times, and probably be able to know what I'm able to say to you people whenever I'm making each and every video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa.